I think I downloaded the wrong Avatar The Way of Water movie, but I ended up really enjoying it. Beware, these are the starving games. Can't Miss is bow hunting in the forest. She sees a bird and she goes for it. Suddenly, her boyfriend Dale surprises her and Can't Miss misses her shot and accidentally kills the Wizard of Oz in his hot air balloon. Can't Miss and Dale relax near the lake, where Dale offers Can't Miss a gag bread. Can't Miss can't bite that hard though and breaks her teeth. Dale finds that funny and laughs, but after a while he sighs, saying they could run away from here. Can't Miss can't leave though because of her mother, and Dale agrees with her because he has to feed his long-dead grandmother. Can't Miss speaks about the futility of having children in this crazy world, and then a sweet little voice is heard all over announcing that a wonderful death lottery is soon to take place at the square. Can't Miss mentions something about those who are too afraid to participate in the starving games, injuring themselves on purpose. As they walk by, some of those scared individuals break and cut their legs and smash their skulls with frying pans. At District 12, people are at their wits' end, not knowing what to eat. Cows have run out of milk, and Harry Potter, along with his friends from Hogwarts, get sent as well to the gathering. Can't Miss finds her sister and tells her that the chicken is the most courageous bird, and to prove it, she stabs her palm hand with a chicken pin. A nice lady with a pink dress and a fruit salad for a hat welcomes the starved people to the 75th annual Starving Games. She shows them a video of their esteemed leader, President Snowballs. Snowballs is a bad, really bad man. When he was a little boy, he killed his own mother because she forgot to cut the crust off his peanut butter and jelly. His only Facebook friend is Mel Gibson, and he often reveals movie endings without warning about spoilers. President Snowballs says the democracy didn't work, and so to show how an evil and annoying person he is, he introduced the Starving Games. 2 kids from each district are selected to play a bloody contest, with only one survivor. The winner is to get an old ham, a coupon to Subway, and a partially eaten pickle. Truly magnificent presents. The lady in the pink dress starts picking out the contestants. The first 3 names are puns, and the crowd makes fun of it. But the lady is angry and ceases all laughter. She now draws Petunia's name, and Can't Miss celebrates for not being selected. She realizes too late, though, that her sister has been picked, and volunteers to go in her stead. Peter, who has a crush on Can't Miss, volunteers as well, something Dale doesn't approve. President Snowballs tends to his roses when he gets an update from Celica, the man responsible for the running of the show, about the contestants of the latest games. He doesn't want Can't Miss to win and, ridiculously enough, kills his gardener. At the fascinating Starving Games show, Can't Miss greets her stylist, Cinnamon, who confuses her with Patricia, a girl from Sector 3. Peter is interviewed and speaks about his crush, Marco, following a dumb strategy of his. Can't Miss is furious at him, but then her turn is up. A video introduces herself and her family, her sister, her catatonic mother, and Dale, her boyfriend. Can't Miss walks to the stage, and she is so stunning her dress literally catches fire. Cut now to the field, where the contestants wait to run for their weapons and supplies. 2 irrelevant contestants, the LMFAO duo, get blown up by stepping away from the platforms, and at the count of 0, the games finally begin. The contestants kill each other for a backpack in the most spectacular ways. Can't Miss grabs one from a persistent contestant who, stubbornly enough, refuses to die. She gets it though and runs away from the rest, trying to avoid killing anyone, and Celica throws in many obstacles to stall her. Can't Miss avoids the flame balls, the fruits, and the talking oranges, and flees. She climbs a tree to avoid the other contestants and sees Peter with them, helping them locate Can't Miss. Marco, the favorite to win the games, hits a piñata and eats candies with his friends. Can't Miss scolds Peter, who says he has finally made some new friends. Marco performs the kill of the day by impaling one of his own instead of Can't Miss. As they can't get to her, Marco decides to wait under the tree. A little girl named Rudy points Can't Miss to a beehive. Can't Miss takes the beehive down and drives away Marco and his friends, but she gets stung as well. Suffering now from hallucinations, Can't Miss sees 4 rainbows and gets turned into a Navi from the Avatar film. She meets a male Navi and kills all the soul keepers that hover around her. Can't Miss learns that these weird critters contain the souls of the ancestors of the Navi. She wonders what the Navi are, and the male counterpart explains that they are a free and proud race, made by James Cameron. LOL. The male Navi then proposes Can't Miss to join their hair and have a woohoo Navi style. Can't Miss indulges in this, but she is still under the influence from the bee stings and pulls herself together to Rudy slapping her. Rudy suggests then luring Marco and his team and taking them out with a bow, but Marco is right there listening to everything. Can't Miss gets hunted again by Marco's thugs. She gets cornered in a clearing and, just like Sherlock Holmes, studies the weaknesses before attacking and killing them all. Sly Marco appears and attempts to stab Can't Miss. He fails though to stab as the referee whistles halftime. After the cheerleaders dance, Can't Miss comments on camera about her outstanding performance and sits on the bench with Marco. At the start of the second half, Marco and Can't Miss resume their positions. Marco raises his knife again, but Can't Miss is saved by Rudy, who kicks Marco in the leg. Marco kicks Rudy back and kills her, a very touching and eye-watering death indeed. Dale is enraged by this and calls the people to rise against the sadistic regime that oppresses them. But the commercial about a burger with pretty much everything in it ceases any thought of rebellion at the moment. In the meantime, President Snowballs enjoys a coffee and shares the success of the starving games with Celica, whom he tells to change the rules and have 2 winners instead of 1. Can't Miss hears this and, after a long debate, decides to team up with Peter to take out Marco. She finds Marco hidden inside a cake, and together they go to find Marco. But Peter is injured from a failed hair wax, and Can't Miss takes him to a cave to rest. Peter confesses his weird love to Can't Miss, and Celica sends a dish with soup, along with instructions on how to be more romantic in order for the show to be more commercially successful. Despite Dale's objections, Can't Miss decides to play along and makes out with Peter, even though they're interrupted by Gandalf and the dwarves, who are headed to the Misty Mountains. The love scenes between Peter and Can't Miss frustrate Dale so much that they make him infiltrate the stage of the show the following day. Can't Miss and Peter search for Marco, and Marco searches for them too. Eventually they find each other, but before they do anything, Celica sends in the Expendables in order to have a grand finale.
Hasta la vista, baby.
They aim their guns at Can't Miss, Peter, and Marco, but Dale saves them by killing all of the Expendables. Can't Miss wonders about Dale's presence there and is bothered with his exaggerated jealousy despite her cheating on him in front of 1 million viewers, and sends him away. All of a sudden then, Marco grabs Peter and threatens to kill him. Can't Miss doesn't lose it though and fires a superb baguette through Marco's eye, killing him finally. Yes, Can't Miss and Peter have won, but Celica changes the rules again and says that there can only be 1 winner. Peter says that they can both die and ruins the capital's plans. He shows Can't Miss some poisonous berries, but she kills him with an arrow, putting an end to all this nonsense. After her victory, Can't Miss meets the Avengers. Nick Fury offers her a position at the Avengers team, freakishly overruling Hawkeye. Can't Miss accepts, but the Avengers are all blown up as they step down from their platforms. The end. Oh, no wait, bloopers coming right up. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to our channel. I'll be back with another interesting movie recap. Until then, take care.